Welcome back, everyone. In this box is the just announced POCO F4, and I cannot believe that we're already on the fourth version of this device. If you remember, the F1 a few years ago started the whole POCO revolution, and now I'm super excited to reveal to you the fourth generation of this device, which is the POCO F4. We're gonna unbox it, and I'll do quick introduction to about the device and what are the main upgrades this bringing this time around. Let's get started. Quick note on pricing. I don't know the pricing at the time of recording it, but if you follow the event, we probably know that from POCO, and I can add it as a comment update later. So we get a quite chunky screen protector plus case. Let's see how is this case styling is. Soft case, and you can see that the design is quite square. Probably something we'll see in the device itself. Let's put this aside. Not sure what is this. Yes, USB-C to headphone jack adapter and a few booklets. Same injection tool. Our device itself, POCO F4. So this time around, Snapdragon 870, exactly like the F3. I think POCO taking the decision to keep this processor due to its popularity and also to keep the cost down. But then they give us three upgrades this time. I think the first the first upgrade is with the design, where the device now is the thinnest I think POCO has ever released, and it's also promising punch hole that is under 3mm in width. So we're gonna reveal that soon. But also we're getting an OIS for the first time on a POCO device, and faster charging. I think you can go to 100% in 38 minutes this time. Let's actually unwrap this. So here is your first look at the POCO F4, and I must say I'm a fan of this new camera island design. You can see that the main camera sensor is here and the iOS branding. This is the first time we get iOS and POCO phone. Squarey design, feels good in hand. IR blaster, dual speaker setup, dual SIM card here at the bottom. Black design, glass back. Let's get this started while we look at our charger. So in the box you get 67 watt charger included, and this is one of the main upgrades this time around. If you remember, the F3 had 33 watt, and I think it needed around 50 something minutes to fill up the phone, but this time around it's only 38 minutes, and it's the usual kind of POCO / Xiaomi charger, which take a USB-A to USB-C. So now the device is on, and before we go into UI, I wanted to show you the size of this selfie cam. So if you compare this to the Xiaomi 12, which is quite a high-end device, you can see that the POCO actually is featuring an even smaller punch hole for the display. So that's really nice to see. Here is on a white background, so you can see the difference. That being said, let's jump into the UI and specs, and let's have a look at the camera app. So you get the usual POCO experience with a drawer, app drawer. Believe display is set to 120 Hertz because it feels very smooth. Let's have a look. Default. Adjust the refresher dynamically based on scenario. So this is the default is actually kind of a dynamic setting. While we're in the settings, let's look at the specs of this variant. So it's running MIUI 13 out of the box, and is 128 gigabyte variant. Let's see the RAM on this, all specs. So you can see it's 6 gigabyte RAM and running 2 extra virtual gigabytes, and Snapdragon 870. Camera app, I noticed that the shutter speed is actually quite quick. Let me demonstrate this. You can see, very snappy. We get digital zoom, and we get night mode, 64 megapixel ambient format, portrait mode. Let's see what is the video resolution. I'm expecting 4K. 4K up to 60 frames per second. Let's leave it at 30 frames per second. So again, this is your first look at the P4 just announced now. Sorry, the F4 actually just announced that by POCO. Hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like this type of content, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. See you in another video.